Hey everyone, this is Macy Olson, the political correspondent for Pretzel Pride Network. Today's video is going to be about the Derek Chauvin trial. Before I begin, I would like to mention if you are a student at FHS, do not be afraid to reach out to one of your counselors, a social worker, a teacher, one of your friends, anybody if you are feeling negatively affected by this trial and the potential outcome of this trial. Now, to get into the trial, the first thing I would like to talk about is the three things Derek Chauvin has been charged with. The first of the three is third-degree murder. This means unintentionally causing someone's death by committing a dangerous act. If Derek Chauvin is found guilty of third-degree murder, he could serve up to 25 years. However, due to him having no criminal record and because of Minnesota's sentencing guidelines, he would likely only serve up to half of this sentence. The next thing he was charged with was second-degree murder. This means intentionally committing an assault which unintentionally leads to death. If Derek Chauvin is found guilty of second-degree murder, he could serve up to 40 years. However, due to him having no criminal record and because of Minnesota's sentencing guidelines, he would likely only serve up to 12.5 years. The last thing he was charged with was second-degree manslaughter, which means causing an unreasonable risk that could cause somebody else bodily harm. If Derek Chauvin is found guilty for second-degree manslaughter, he could serve up to 10 years. But because of him having no criminal record and because of Minnesota's sentencing guidelines, he would likely only serve up to 4. So now that we know the three things that he was charged with, let's get into where we are at now with the trial. The jury has now heard all of the evidence in the case and they are deliberating. This could take a long time because they have to decide if he is guilty or not on all three charges. They can find Chauvin guilty on all three, any combination of the three, or none of the three charges. If Chauvin is found guilty on all three counts, his sentence could equal up to 75 years. But because of the reasons mentioned earlier, it would likely only be up to half of that or less. If he is found not guilty for all three charges, he walks as a free man. While the jury is deliberating, they all have to reach an agreement. If not, this could lead to a hung jury, which leads to a mistrial. That includes an entire new trial with an entire new jury. With that being said, if the jury does come to an agreement, they decide the verdict on all three charges. But it is ultimately up to the judge to decide the sentence length. If Chauvin is found guilty of any of the three charges, he will immediately be taken into custody to await the judge's sentence. Hopefully this information was helpful for you all, and like I said, do not be afraid to reach out to anyone. You can reach out to teachers, school counselors, social workers, your friends. Somebody is always here for you.